In the heart of the Old West lies the town of Dustbite, and every town also needs a lifeline, a place where lawmen and outlaws alike stock up. So today we are building the guns and ammo store step by step for your tabletop frontier.
Hi all, welcome to the channel or welcome back to the channel, and in this one today we're going to be building this gun store for this entire Wild West board setting. So follow me to the crafting table and let's do this! Come on!
Okay, my friends, so with offcuts from the previous builds, I've made a sign with wooden letters and textured the wood grain with a wire brush. Then glued on these wooden letters with some PVA glue. These are offcuts from my Mordheim buildings. Now use foam board and measure 27 centimeters and mark the halfway point. Then on the center line 6 centimeters. Then on both left and right 7 centimeters. Alright, now we're gonna on both sides connect the 7 centimeter mark to the 6 centimeter mark in the center, and this will give me both my walls, and we're gonna proceed to cut them out of the 5mm foam board with the paper peeled off. That is important. Alright, now cut out two more pieces, 10 centimeters by 9.5 and the other one 9.5 by 6 centimeters, and these will be the front and the back wall. They will go on like this. Well, not like this, I'm gonna show you what I mean, but they will be glued. But I still have 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter beams from the previous builds. Feel free to use balsa wood or foam board, but we're gonna texture these with a wire brush as well. You can also easily texture the balsa wood if you don't have these XPS beams, which I cut with my Proxon. So alright, now on the walls we'll draw 1 centimeter planks and then score this and go over it with a pen to widen the grooves, and I'm also going to use a steel wire to texture the planks. Next I mark the halfway point on the front wall, then I mark 1.5 centimeters both left and right and 4 up, and this will be my door. And then proceed to cut this out and also draw in and cut out some windows if you want to. It's not necessary, but it adds a little bit more to the building. Also cut from the back so they can pop out easily enough. Now I'm using the door as a template for another window on the side wall. And it looks like this now, and I will use the beams to connect all the 4 walls together. And I'm going to hot glue this, because you can take PVA if you want to, but it takes way too long for me and I have a lot of buildings to get through. So but if you have the time or just making one building, feel free to use PVA. I'm just using this. It's messier, but it's quicker. Now I cut a piece of foam board matching the roof, then texture it as well, hot glue it on, and with some more planks, I add more details to the roof. Like so. Texture these planks as well, and stick them on with some hot glue or PVA. Hot glue is quicker. And once you've done that and it's dry, trim the edges off, and it already is starting to look like a cool looking Wild West building. Now I use a piece from the door I previously cut and then cut this in a cross triangle. These things will hold up the patio roof. Now once you hot glue them on, be sure to hot glue them sloping downwards, not upwards. It's the patio roof and it tilts downwards and not upwards, of course. Also, we're gonna cut a piece that is the length of the building, and we're gonna score in some lines and some planks and texture these again with a wire brush. Use a pen to widen the grooves and then go over these with the wire brush again, like so. Cool. Alright, hot glue on the slopes, on the triangles, and also a little bit on the back to attach this better. There we go. Now this is optional. I added 2 support pillars and cut them 1 centimeter longer than my building floor, and the reason is because this way they reach the floor once I place them on my board. I will show this in another video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I really would appreciate that, guys. Alright, remember this? Now I'm gonna glue this above the patio roof, the guns and ammo. You can use any type you want, of course. Now I'm gonna cut a semicircle from foam, then glue a foam plank on top of it, and this will be the center of my front wall. Hot glue this on, like so, and then with some XPS planks, or you can use foam board, I'm gonna cap off the semicircle like this. Also be sure to texture this, guys, alright? Then add the window sills and the door frames with XPS planks or balsa wood, like this. You can add as much or as little detail to these types of buildings as you want, of course. Your creativity is your limit, you know? So go nuts and have fun. See, this went like this. Now you can add, as I said, more details, then prime it all in black. And here are some more buildings. They are all done with the same techniques in prime black. So this is my barber shop. I have a bank, savings and loans, a station that I made, in which I added also a postal building to it. This is the back of the station. I have the Undertaker's building here with some coffins. These will also reach the bottom of my board. A general store, which is also very important to have in a Wild West city, I think. It's a balcony, some ladders, the sheriff's office with the jail attached to it. Still have to add in some toothpicks for the cell doors. You have the doctor's office. So all of these are done with the same techniques. And this is a hotel with a balcony. The balcony is simply a tennis racket. Now this is our building we've just made, but I'm going to glue a door inside first, and that's simply just foam board, also scored and textured. Now prime it black and then overbrush with burnt umber. So here it is prime black. And let's overbrush this entire thing, shall we? There we go. Alright, now I'm making a mixture of white, brown and gray, and this makes a light coffee tan, and I'm going to use that to give a heavy dry brush across the entire building, as you can see me do here. And this gives a weathered, dusty wood look, and it also really brings out the texture that we've created when we've been building so far. There we go. Now if you have more buildings, do them all right? It will save you a lot of time. Now I mix white and gray, and this will be another dry brush across all the buildings for the wood texture. And if you only have one, you'll be done rather quickly, but I have 12 to do. Now all my buildings are done in this same way. All of them. Now choose a color for the front, and I'm using red, and then a dark gray for the roof and white for the lettering. Dark gray for the roof, which I, when I'm done and it's dry, I dry brush with a lighter gray. Now on a piece of colored paper, I draw a grid. This will be cut and glued inside to represent a window, but feel free to make windows any way you prefer. Now once everything is dry, I'm giving it a black wash with simply acrylic paint, water and dish soap, and a very light. And this is the finished building. Okay guys, so I hope you all enjoyed this Wild West building, the Guns and Ammo store. It's a starting video for something greater to come, as you all probably have noticed. I've been very busy building this huge board and the buildings to match, so basically all my free craft time went into this. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to see more. I really appreciate your support, and stay tuned. So thank you all for watching, and bye for now. Bye.